Alright, hi everyone, welcome to LJ's How To. In this video I'm going to look at the Jackery 100 Plus Portable Power Station. And we're going to compare it to a couple of other Jackeries and a couple of other units. And as you see, it fits in the palm of my hand. It weighs a little over 2 pounds, not too bad. We're going to look at the Jackery 240 compared to it quickly. And we're going to look at the Jackery 300. Why? Because I have them. We're also going to take a quick look at the 40-watt solar panel. And then we can compare it to a couple other smaller portable devices. This is a Belkin. This is 3,700 watt hours. Of course, the Jackery 100 is around 100, so it's actually 99. And we're going to look at this older power station, and this is close. This is about 97 watt hours, but it does come with a solar panel, and I've used this for a few years. Took it on quite a few hiking trips and charged my phones. So we're going to look at this quickly compared to it, but let's get back to the 100, and we're going to take a look and see how it's shipped first. It comes in this box. Actually, it's a box that's shipped in a box. So it's this, comes with the instruction manual and an adapter that will hook up to a Jackery solar panel, the older type. I think it's 7909, 80 something. I'll list it. I'll put it in the bottom right there. But this is a USB-C to USB-C. Now, there's something about how this connects inside the unit and how tight it is. And I'm going to mention that too. But let's go over what is on this and what can you plug into it. All right, it has 3 ports. It has a USB-A, okay, and it has 2 USB-Cs, and these are in or out. So if you want to charge the unit with an AC adapter or a cigarette car lighter or solar panel, it's going to go in either of these. All right, this is just an out only for legacy USB-A, which I have a lot of connectors for, so I'm always using this. I didn't upgrade to the C's yet. And then there's a power button, and that just turns the display on. And right now, as you see, we have, what do we have, 54% capacity. Okay, and that's it. There's no other in outs on this. There's no handle, but you really don't need a handle. And then here's all the information about the unit here. All right, and it weighs a little bit over 2 pounds. I think it's about 2.2 pounds. It runs for about 150 bucks, although lots of times Jackery will have this discounted, maybe 20, 30 bucks off on their site. I think as of this video recording, I think they have a $20 off coupon. So you're looking at about maybe 130 bucks for this unit. Now, I did actually charge my MacBook Pro with that. This is around, I'd say, about 39% charge on the MacBook, and it brought it to full charge in a little less than 2 hours, which is not bad. And then I think the capacity on this was down to about 54. So that's one of the things, the higher power things you can use this for. Now, what it's lacking is an AC port, okay, in case you wanted to plug in a low power 110 volt device. This is handy on the 240 and the larger Jackery units, but you're not going to see that on here. So basically, I would say if you wanted to charge a whole bunch of cell phones, maybe 5 or 6 times, this would come in handy. But you're not going to plug anything AC, even low power, even a lamp or anything in it, unless it has a USB port and it's lower power. So as far as transporting, this baby can fit easily in a backpack, right? And it goes nicely with a 40-watt panel. But if you're going to do quite a few days camping and you really want some power, I love my 240, even though it's the older battery technology. And look, it fits right in my backpack. Okay. Now, I wouldn't go hiking with it, but you could. Now, the alternatives is the Hilucky. Now, this has a decent amount of power. Now, the solar panel on it does charge it, but it takes forever. In full sun, it'd probably take a day and a half to maybe 2 days to fully charge this. So, I guess in a super emergency, or can maybe top it off to give you a little extra power, but eh. And then what I would consider also is the Belkin compared to that. Now this is 37 watt hours, and actually this has the capacity to charge my iPhone 11 two or three times, which is not bad. And it's super duper light. If you're going to go hiking for quite a bit, 10 miles, 15, 20 miles, and it's only going to be a day, you might consider that. So that is the 100. Now here is the problem that I was concerned with. And where is it? Okay, when I was charging my MacBook Pro, I was using the charger cable that comes with it. And what I noticed is when you plug it in here, it's not firm, and you really have to press on it to keep it in here. It doesn't have a good bite, and I had to jiggle it quite a bit. It just, and this one's even worse. Now, if you are using a USB-C, I recommend just making sure it's nice and tight, pressed firmly in here. It seems like it has, a decent bite, but you have to make sure it's pressed hard. Now, the cord that comes with it snaps in better. It has it has more of a firmer grip. As soon as you go into that last millimeter, it snaps in and holds decent. But when you use other USB-Cs, they can be a little floppy. And I think Jackery, I don't know if this is a defective unit or that's the way it was designed, and they changed it maybe to make it a little bit more grippy. So that's one of the gripes I have with this. And then, when you compare this in size to this, now this is 1/3 as powerful as this, but look at the size difference, right? I mean, you might even consider getting 2 or 3 of these instead of this, okay? And then again, compared to this, the Hilucky, you see the difference in the weight difference. And I would say this is about 1 pound, or maybe 1.5 pounds compared to 2 pounds. So there you go. Okay, another thing about the Jackery 100 is you can't do 2 higher power things at the same time, okay? So, for example, I was charging my MacBook Pro, and I tried to plug my iPhone in, iPhone 11 Pro, at the same time. It just draws too much wattage. So there is a limit on how much this will output at the same time with 2 different, USB connections. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're charging 2 iPhones, I'm sure that you'll be able to pull that off. But, a MacBook Pro laptop pulls a lot of juice. So that's something to consider. Okay, so let's go back to one last comparison of the 100 compared to the Belkin or the Hilucky solar charger. And what they don't have is a panel this large to give you a status. It shows in and out. It has other features like overheating protection. It has an automatic shut off. So in all fairness, This is kind of like more computerized than something smaller like this. Now this just has like 4 indicator lights on the bottom. Not too sure if I can get this to go. Let's see. There you go. See them? And the same thing with the Hilucky. Let's see. Is usually there we go. These little indicators there. So this is way more technical with the display. Let's get that going. Okay, so when it's charging, it'll show the ring moving, and again, it has the in and the out with the display. So that's the advantage of this Jackery 100 over smaller units. So, what do I think about the Jackery 100 compared to the other generators like this? I think it's not a bad small entry level power station. And at 2 pounds, it's not that heavy to throw in your backpack. And it could come in handy if you're going to plug in some string lights on a camping site and or charge quite a few phones. I mean, if you're with 3 or 4 people and you want to charge everyone's phone, um, you'd probably be able to pull that off for a day or so with this. And as far as charging, the 40 watt solar panel, I imagine it'd probably be able to charge this to full charge maybe in about 6 hours. Now, that's a guess. Now, if you go on the website, they'll show you charging this in about 2 hours with the 80 watt panel. And I don't know who would carry this around with a giant 80 watt panel. I have a review on that if you want to check that out. I'll put the link right up over here. So definitely this is paired better with the 40 watt panel. Unfortunately, you can't buy this separately. This 40 watt panel is sold only with the 300 plus. This. So there's odd little circumstances when it comes to Jackery, although I'm happy with all the units in general, and the company has a really good return policy and a really good history with the quality of the build of their units. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate if you leave a thumbs up and a subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.